You're in for a very special episode of Rawhide Hunting as we head to New Zealand with my mentor and friend, Jeff Coyle, and his show, The Edge Abroad. Jeff set a challenge for himself to harvest a fallow deer and a red stag with hunting guide Jim Gibson of New Zealand Safaris. Jeff invited me at the last minute, and I am privileged that he did. Stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss this one. I am meeting Jeff at the Calgary International Airport to go on the hunt of a lifetime. Jeff was scheduled to do this hunt by himself, but at the last minute, with his invite, it became possible that I could go to New Zealand with him. Well, Jeff decided he was finally going to show up. It took 3 hours to get here, another 2 hours to check in, but we're getting to where we need to go. New Zealand bound, baby.
Oh, and it begins.
Well, I'm just sitting here overlooking our itinerary. And we're looking at about 26 hours total flight time or travel time. And I'm betting Jeff can't put up with me for more than 2 hours.
2 hours? I'm already done. We haven't even got on a plane.
You gotta give me the benefit of it. No, we're not. Yeah, exactly. We're not even on a plane. So hey, it's a good thing you're bringing me along on this trip so that the camera guy can actually record a kill shot, eh?
Oh, Walsh.
But you know what? Hunting is never a competition. I'm not about that at all. I don't believe in that. But it is definitely fun, you know, when you go with a group of guys, whether it be 1, 2, or 3, to be able to kind of have that fun friendship bickering back and forth and, you know, always enjoying the memories that you're creating together. But I think the best memories are the funny ones. And, you know, any chance we get to make those with one another, not just Jeff and I, but anybody we're hunting with, you take that opportunity.
Let's go get on this plane.
I have been hunting since I was 3 years old, and I was still very young when I saw a show on TV about the New Zealand red stag. I'm not sure what it was that captivated me so much about this creature, but it was such a magnificent animal, almost majestic. It was from that point on that it became my lifelong hunting dream to harvest a red stag.
Let's go get on this plane.
First one short, it's the second one I'm a little concerned about. Let's get this show on the road, baby. Things are going smoothly. We enjoy a daytime flight with a great view over the Rocky Mountains. We touch down in Vancouver, and my dream hunt is now becoming a reality. During the long flight over the Pacific Ocean, I tried to get some rest. 12 hours down, 2 to go. The best thing ever happened last night. We made a pit stop in Hawaii. There was bikini models, Coronas, margaritas, and then all of a sudden we hit turbulence, and I woke up. So unfortunate. Stumped. 2 flights down, 2 to go.
The sad part is it's exciting to be here. But we still have 2 more flights to go.
It goes back further for me in terms of looking forward to this hunt. I mean, over a month ago, you know, I found out I was going to get to join Jeff on this adventure. And the red stag for me is my #1 animal I want to harvest on this entire planet. I've said it before, and I really, really mean that from my heart. So when I jumped on that bird in Calgary, it was a mixture of, you know, jubilation and also nervousness. I mean, I've never been on a flight, a 14-hour flight like we were, and it wasn't as bad as I thought. That trip over the Pacific is certainly bearable. As soon as we got to New Zealand, we were bagged.
Shoulder's killing me. Tired or something?
The young punks can't take it, that's the problem.
Ready to probably pack her into the hotel, but no. We still had 2 more flights to go. We jump on the bird in Auckland, head to Wellington to Timaru.
Oh, yes. We are here. 28 hours. 28 hours in the nose.
Timaru, we get there. The people are so nice. Had a ride from the airport, great housing. And, you know, when we show up to the hotel, the owner gives us free beer. It's like, wow, where have I been? Where has this been my whole life? I should have been here before. We got up bright and early the next morning to meet with our guide, Jim Gibson, from New Zealand Safaris.
Good morning, sir.
There you go, mate.
How you doing?
Good to see you.
See you.
Doing all right?
Doing very good.
Oh,
It was a good flight. We got in and we're here. Well rested. How about you?
oh, I'd like to say I'm well rested, but I don't know about that.
No.
But going all right. Yeah, here you go, mate.
How you doing? Jordan Walsh. Nice
Jordan,
to meet
Jim
you,
Gibson. Yeah, good to meet you, mate.
Thank you very much for having us.
And to be honest, I haven't even decided where we're going to go this sort of afternoon. I'm just kind of waiting to see what the weather is. New Zealand's an island, right? At the end of the day, our weather changes really quick, and you can go half an hour down the road, it can be raining. You can go half an hour, and it's a sunny day, you know.
Right.
So weather really predicts my hunting, and that's why I have so many different properties, all private land. But I can change within the course of a day or a week. We can hunt on a lot of different properties because they're all within 40 minutes of the line.
Yeah.
You know, couples will just do.
We hit the road right at the crack of dawn and arrived at Jim's place mid-morning.
It's us. So one room is on your up the top of the stairs.
Jim was great, and we got to meet his family, who were eager to help with the packing in of our gear, and just as willing to help with the unpacking so that we could get settled in.
You're quite a little helper, eh? Put it on. Atta boy. That's a great hat right there. That was my great uncle's hat. Yeah, looks good on you. Put her on backwards. Put her on the other way. There you go. Now you look like a stud. Found it. Atta boy.
Gotta put the Browning rifle strap on Jeff's gun. Kind of gotta babysit him.
Babysit. I'm the one who brought all the gear. What'd you bring?
I brought just as much as you got. I just know how to pack.
We went through all of our gear in the morning and made sure nothing was forgotten or overlooked. On this particular hunt, Jeff is first to bat. He's after a fallow deer and a red stag. I have to wait until he is successful for my turn. Later that morning, we gave Jim a hand with a chore.
Well, Jim here just picked up this new unit, and he took her on some off-road adventures, and she didn't quite make her, so we got to get her to the mechanics. Anyway, we're gonna saddle up the Red Dragon. I'm gonna jump on the back, steer this thing over to the mechanics. We're gonna get her fixed up.
1.3 litre. Huge engine, mate.
I haven't even been in New Zealand for, well, just now 24 hours, and we're already rednecking up. Wainwright, Alberta would be proud. Rawhide hunting, baby. Absolutely. Okay, so this is gas.
You don't need anything, mate, I'm telling you.
No, I don't think it.
Do you think Jeff should do this?
No, you're good.
Have you got your driver's license?
Yes, I got my driver's
Okay,
license.
I didn't know.
I think I am, Jim.
I don't know. Give me to help take the handbrake off, or you're right? Okay.
You're good. Living in the land down under. Hey! Oh. We're off to a bitchin' start. We're up to about 60, 65. This is how they do it in the land down under. And just like how we do it in Alberta if we needed to get something like this done. I love it. Woo! Jim was actually saying this summer they've had record rainfall, and everything's actually, typically green down here, but it's even greener than usual this year. And we're coming at the tail end of summer, beginning of fall, so we're still getting to experience a lot of that, and it's going to make for some real picturesque footage. It's going to be awesome.
In the afternoon, we went on a scout to see if we could stir up some fallow deer.
Still croaking.
Oh, wait. Will they stop as we get closer?
I don't know. I'd have to ask them, but not normally.
For myself, it was very cool to see and experience the fallow deer. The rut pads, the bucks, the does, right in the middle of the fallow rut. It was something that Jeff and I may never get to experience again. And just to see the number of deer on these rut pads and in the fields that he hunts was unbelievable. You can't believe the numbers, and I can't even begin to describe them. And they just seem to keep on coming. One of the coolest experiences that I've ever had, and I think Jeff too, as a hunter, and something we maybe never will get to experience again. Over the next few days, we went out with Jim to pursue Jeff's game. The free-range hunt proved to be very challenging, with 2 of the 4 days coming up short. Although there were many sightings, it seemed that nothing panned out for a decent shot. Finally, success was to be had by Jeff. He harvested his dream animal, the fallow deer. Then, on the second to last day, he was able to bag a magnificent free-range red stag. With time running out on this second to last day, I had stayed back down low to spot stag for Jeff.
When you're sitting back, waiting, and knowing that you weren't up until the shot and the drop of that red stag, wouldn't have wanted to be in his shoes. The day we went after the big 13, and I was fortunate enough to harvest, Jordan stayed below. And look, I got you like second place.
Aren't you funny, eh? Aren't you funny?
We found that up top.
I don't mind being second.
We found that. He was our spotter. He was taking a look to see if he couldn't find other red deer in the area. He sat below for 10 hours while we hiked up and went around the backside of that mountain to get into position to be able to harvest my red stag. All the kudos and respect to Jordan for his patience, his help, and the effort that he put in over here in New Zealand.
Well, as per usual, last one out of bed, first one in the truck. Got a little bit of the switch here today. Playtime is over. The ace hunter is in the slot up to bat, and we're gonna knock him down. Time to go rawhide hunting, baby.
Well, I don't care too much for dreaming. I don't care if I'm up or down. I spend some time with my head in the clouds, but I keep my feet on the ground.
I'm fired up, yeah. I mean, day one for Rawhide. We don't have too much time, but we're gonna get her done as per usual. We always do, so there's no reason to think we wouldn't this time. Get on the fields, make her happen.
Jordan's big day. He's up.
Well, here we are, second last morning. Jordan's on the shooter. We've just spotted a stag, and Jordan's gonna head down. I'm gonna go sit up top and actually just watch him. So we're gonna see if you can't get her done this morning, right, buddy?
We're gonna get her done this morning.
Jordan's serious business this morning.
We're ready to go.
He's ready to go. Well, we got stags roaring in the background. We've got a pretty cool stag that we've seen here.
Real wide, big.
Real nice trophy stag, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna sit and watch. These guys are gonna head in and see if they can't make a play on him.
We're gonna pop over that hill, over the top, to my shoulder, boom, and on the wall.
Let's make it happen. Good luck, buddy.
We're in on a really big stag. It's right over top of this valley. We're trying to make the best play that we can. We don't want him to get up into those mountains you can see. Huge. Trophy class stag. Massive. So we came over here. We had about a 6.5 day hunt with Jim. It took Jeff 5 days to get his free range stag. Jeff was priority one. We wanted to get him done first, and we did. That left me with 1 day.
It's right on that ridge. It's 110 yards. He's just sitting down. He's looking down underneath.
I got him. Yeah.
That wind's good. Oh, no, he doesn't really hear.
pick up. Do you reckon you can make that shot? That's a heart shot right there. If you can get low, there's a blade of grass in front of his chest.
I can see,
you
I can
aim
see.
for that, that's a perfect heart shot, mate.
Okay, if he turns his...
Take your time, get steady, eh?
If he turns his head, then yeah, I'll take it. I don't want to rain out. If
No, just take your time, he doesn't know.
Hey.
Shot reload.
Another one?
Just wait till he moves his head this way. If his head is well clear, you can put it forward of the shoulder. Come on, come on.
Oh,
Again?
No, he's down, mate. He is friggin' down.
Shoots, he scores! Rawhide hunting, baby! Yes, my man. I'm just shaking. Like, I feel like I'm doing a dance here and I'm not even friggin' trying. Like, look at my knees, man. I am just so fired. I like that. Just a giant. Oh my gosh. Whew.
yes.
Yes.
This is a
Yes, mate.
serious
Yes, mate.
stag.
Yes. Oh,
Well,
baby.
You said you wanted big, you know, and you dreamed of a stag, and we're getting down on days now. I mean, we're about done, so
This is our last day. We had to get her done, and we got her done, I think, in a giant way.
I think
That is a...
we kind of went a little bit bigger than we're after, but you know what?
Yeah.
Hey?
I guess it happens.
Everyone's going to see what a big stag. So we've got a good combination now, eh?
We
We've
really
done
do.
Free range, and now we've done a state. It's hunter's choice. They can do whatever they want. I mean, what do you want out of
You
a
got
hunt?
it all.
You know, what experience you want. And,
Yeah.
And so we've got a good diversity here now, and I guess we're going to see just kind of how big this little fella is.
Yeah, and I mean, with you, you can do either or. We had the full estate experience, or pardon me, we had the full free range experience all week. We were down to the last day, and you said you'd like to, you know, maybe jump on a more of a fenced-in location. It's still, as you can see, very vast. It's no different than hunting in Africa. Animals still have a good chance, and obviously they're a lot bigger, as you can see. And one day we figured, hey, let's give that a try. This big rig was right there, and we had to hike a few hills and make a good game plan, and we got the job done. Rawhide hunting, baby. Shoots, he scores. Holy. With my knees shaking the way they are, I don't know if I can walk this. Holy moly. My good old Lord. It is monstrous. Oh, baby. He's dead, Molly? You got him?
His face, it was actually pretty funny. His face when he first seen the stag, I mean, he was like a kid in a candy shop. I mean, he didn't know if he was upside down or inside out, you know. So we had to calm him down a little there, and then once we got that under control, you know, it was just taking our time. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't pay to look at those horns when you're shooting these stags. It can mess with you. But anyway, look, he made an amazing shot, and we actually took a second shot. And the reason we took that second shot was if he had gone off the edge of that ridge he was on, it's a long way down.
I don't even know what I want to say right now. Wow. Thank you so much, Jim Gibson and New Zealand Safaris. Holy, we came over the top of the hill. Way over there, we seen him. We got out, we made a plan, made a stalk. First one didn't work, we repositioned. And Jim seen him just over the ridge. The next time, I spotted him out with the old Eskimos. Went over the cliff and boom. He was laying down, shot him, got up, he was toast. But I figured we'd put one more into him, make it safe. He folded like an accordion. Shoots, he scores, baby. Rawhide hunting. Jim, first off, thank you so much for having Jeff and I. I don't think I could have scripted this any better. I am just absolutely thrilled with the experience, first off, and this set of antlers right here, trophy class stag. This is just perfect. And you know what? I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my coworker and good buddy, Jeff Coyle, for at the last minute saying that it'd be okay. Tag along on his trip to New Zealand. Jeff, I won't shake it too hard. Thank you so much. I owe you everything for this guy. And the whole experience, it's just amazing. It's been, ever since I was a little kid, I wanted to come to New Zealand.
and shoot a big trophy red stag. Jim and Jeff made that happen. Jim, thank you so much for having both Jeff and I. And Jeff, thanks for putting up with my dumb ass for the
Oh,
meantime.
buddy, it's all good.
Big blast, boys. It's been
Yeah,
a blast.
it's been very good.
Well,
very
you've
good.
got to see what it's all about. You've got the real deal on everything.
Everything.
It's just, you know, we're out there. We did it.
You
I
still
know.
got to hike. No matter which way you do it, free range or trophy, you're still
You
hunting
still
this
gotta
stuff,
hike.
and it's not easy.
No, absolutely not.
The wait had paid off, and on the last day of the hunt, I was fortunate enough to harvest my red stag.
And then Jordan, you know, like a different personality, just a fun sort of guy, you know, and just keen to tear into it, you know. And that sort of gets me pumped, you know. Like this morning I had the radio going, we had country music blaring, you know, and we were ready to go. And I feed off that, you know, I feed off different clients. So, you know, Jordan was pumped, I was pumped, man, let's do it, you know. And who knows, I didn't have a clue what was going to happen. You know, it was like last day, and to be honest, I'd just about damn near given up myself, you know. It was like, I just can't pull a rabbit out of my thingy, you know. So, but it worked out great, and that's the thing again, you know. I've got to keep reminding myself. I mean, I can only do what I can do, you know. The animals are going to do what the animals are going to do, and it just worked out great. Look, I couldn't be happier, to be honest.
It was a dream come true. As I walked across that valley with those antlers on my back, it really hit me just how blessed I truly am. People go their entire lives, and they don't see their dreams become a reality. There I walked with mine on my back at just 23.
This was honestly an unbelievable trip, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. So I'll be back, no question.